On February 17, 2009, all full-power television stations in the United States have to begin broadcasting exclusively in a digital format. So all the thousands of television stations out there have to upgrade. That means that it's going to affect everyone who uses an antenna to get television, either on the rooftop or indoor antenna. All of those people have to upgrade to digital. And we're doing it in February of 2009, but Japan is doing it in the summer of 2011. So I was here on a panel today, at a discussion today, talking about the American transition and talking about the challenges that we face and the lessons that we have learned and how all of those lessons can be incorporated when Japan goes digital in 2011. Well, I mean, one of the first things and most important things that folks need to do is they need to make sure that they're coordinating. And that's among the television stations and networks themselves, but also with the government and with all of the industry partners, the manufacturers, the retailers, and the manufacturers and the retailers and the pay service providers like cable and satellite, as well as all of the consumer groups around the country, those that represent older viewers as well as minorities and folks that live in rural areas. You need to bring everybody together to the same place. This way you don't have a lot of 10 or 20 different mini campaigns going on where everybody develops their own message. We want to get everybody onto the same message to educate folks in the same way, and that will make the transition as smooth as possible. Well, the first thing we did, we just needed to tell folks that it was happening, and then we needed to tell folks the date that it was happening, and then we needed to tell folks about how in the United States you could actually get a coupon that goes toward a converter box. So we raised the awareness, the general awareness of the DTV transition. It's actually up to 96% now. But from here, we need to get a little bit more detailed with the message. We need to tell folks to set up their equipment early to make sure that it works, to test their antenna, to make sure that they can pick up all of the digital signals out there. And we also need to make sure that folks actually know how to use their converter box once they buy it. We found in an experiment in Wilmington, North Carolina, that a lot of folks, they bought their converter boxes, but they never tested them. And then when they plugged them in at first, they didn't know how to use them. So we need to get folks to test their equipment early, and those are kind of the late-term messages that we're focusing on in the United States, and we think that it's probably the same types of things that the Japanese television stations are going to find out as they transition in 2011. The digital television brings all kinds of benefits for consumers. Crystal clear pictures and sound, more channels through multicasting, meaning you can broadcast more programming using the same amount of the airwaves, the possibility of broadcasting mobile television on mobile phones or mobile devices, as well as free over-the-air high definition. The best high definition is available over the air. We want to make sure that folks know about this. This way it encourages them to upgrade and to upgrade early and to enjoy the benefits of digital television now instead of waiting until the last minute to make the upgrade.